Okay.
On
Just so you know,
Wednesday
Sean told
morning,
us this morning, I got something for you.
okay,
All
hold
right.
on. Ah, on
Three,
Wednesday morning,
2, 1.
on Wednesday morning, shortly after sending an all-staff memo announcing layoffs at ABC News, the network president joined a virtual meeting with the 538 team. The 15 staffers at the political analysis site owned by ABC News had learned the previous evening via a Wall Street Journal report that they were being let go. Now they were hearing it from himself. But like other managers carrying out the mass layoffs at ABC News that day, he had little to say about it. I'm told he appeared to be reading from a script as he delivered the devastating news. He offered no explanation why the Disney-owned network had decided to shutter 538, which it acquired in 2018 along with Data Wiz and then editor Nate Silver. He took no questions. He simply thanked employees for their work, told them a human resources staffer would follow up, and ended the meeting. The entire affair, I'm told, lasted 15 minutes. Soon after, employees had their access to ABC News systems shut off, and the 530 said website was pulled offline. Just like that, it was over. Similar conversations rippled across ABC News on Wednesday as he and Deborah O'Connell, the Disney executive overseeing the network, executed sweeping cuts across multiple divisions. So, for all this talk about how the private sector would never do it that way, there's ABC News executing the same type of style with no one expressing concern.
Did you know that 538 is not as vital to America's security as health research at NIH?
No, wait a second.
Securing our nuclear weapons.
That wasn't the point. What I said was
the point.
The conversation has always been no private employer would do this.
But I think that this is cutting essential functions without
hold on a second.
Considering.
But you gotta put that into context. That is absolutely how private companies do this. You short conversation, you have your scripted. I have been a part of doing layoffs on behalf of senior management twice in my career. This is how you do it. HR gives you a script, you practice, you role play. You usually take 1, maybe 2 explanations about why this is happening. You thank them, you show grace, you are prepared if they get angry. HR will follow up with you. This is exactly how it works. You thank them for their service. You don't say, you suck, your function is worthless in the press leading up to it. And then usually at the end of the day or the end of the 2 or 3 days, a company-wide email will go out that will say, we had to do this and here's where we're going. Sean, that is totally normal. And that is not in any way, shape, or form what Elon Musk has done.
Plus one.
They said, look, I'm not arguing that it's apples and apples, right? That these people at 538 and ABC News are government workers. But I'm saying that they sent an email, didn't tell them, they found out in the news, and then they shut the access off to their email and sent them packing. So,
right. Well, you have to turn it off. You cannot risk.
But I guess what I'm arguing is, for the longest time, the narrative has been no one would ever do this in this way, and yet.
But you're creating a straw man about what this is. No one's saying that people in the private sector don't fire people just the way ABC did. No one's saying that.
Yes,
in fact, they're saying Musk should follow that.
It has to do with denigrating, as Dan said, denigrating the employees, and as I said, firing the people from 538 is not the same as firing the people who secure nuclear weapons or do cancer research. It's not the same.
I think elevating everyone in the government.
By the way, private companies don't
not
fire
everyone,
people,
not
then
everyone.
rehire people, fire people. It's not how that works.
Yeah.
Actually, I know a company in DC that was acquired by a private equity firm. They went in, told everyone that they were fired, but they could be rehired on a contract so that, they fired everyone and then they brought them back on as contractors so that from a PE standpoint, it looked a lot better.
In the spirit of peace, love, and understanding, I'm not saying your metaphor is useless. I think there's something to it.
That's very nice of you.
Well, it's not. It's partially true. But I think that you're taking it too far by saying this is some
I'm not. Look,
moment.
But you're taking my words out of context. What I'm saying is that for the longest time, the narrative has been that the private sector wouldn't do what is happening in the public sector. And they did this. And ABC News, who reports on how bad this is, just did it to their employees. And no one gives a crap that they treated people the same way.
Understood. All right. Thank you for that.